What's up, guys? How are you? Happy Monday. Welcome into another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast and a brand new week. I am your host for this 365-day extravaganza, the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt. This podcast being brought to you by our friends at OmahaSteaks.com. You guys can go to OmahaSteaks.com. Log in now. Go there, use the code JUICE, and during their semi-annual sale where you can get all sorts of chicken and unbelievable fillets and hamburgers and franks and pork, great stuff with OmahaSteaks.com, half off there. $30 off the offer or the order that's already 50% off for the semi-annual sale with the code JUICE at OmahaSteaks.com. All right, winning week, winning Sunday, small, but a win. We were up about 2 units on the week, which, I mean, to be honest, given where we were, Monday, 3-0, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, not great. Friday, what did we do Friday? I can't remember what we did Friday, but Saturday was great. Sunday was a win. We went 3-2 on our plays. Wong teaser won, 4 consecutive wins for the Wong teaser. My personal teaser lost because, well, my Patriots beat the Bills. I don't care about losing that bet. I actually like that I lost that bet. I'm excited I lost that bet. That's great. Patriots beat the Bills. How about that? As I said, I said on the podcast, I said, look, if I lose the teaser because my team beats the Bills, I'm all about it. Bang, Mac Jones. How about that drive into the game? It's beautiful. I don't care if they have 2 wins. Jets and Bills. Not bad. Got to beat the Dolphins now, but, Dolphins looked beatable last night. Didn't look great against the Eagles, but, AFC East is wide open. I mean, like, wide open AFC East. So, anyways, good day, 3-2. My personal teaser dropped to 4-3. Wong improved to 4-3. 4 consecutive wins, by the way, for the Wong teaser. So those things are red hot. So right on pace, as someone said before. I opened up 0-3. Last year, ended up 12-3 on the season. I'm 0-3 into 4-3. So let's see how we do the rest of the way. But the Wong teasers have worked out fairly well. We get the Ravens in an absolute cakewalk. I mean, you want to talk about the easiest bet of the day. Ravens -3 over the Lions. That game was over after the first quarter. The cover was assured. It was a blowout. Lamar Jackson was phenomenal. Ravens looked really good. Lions did not. More on teams that play 2 straight road games, what they look like. Not great in the NFL. Then we got my teaser wrong, and the under was dead. Colts-Browns was the worst bet. As good as the bet was for the Ravens, that's how bad the bet was for the total for the Browns. I think both teams almost covered it themselves. That's talent, right? When you bet under 41 and the final's 39-38, it takes talent to hit that. By the way, I would rather lose a bet like that than on a last-second play. I always just rip the Band-Aid off and kill me, put a bullet in the back of my head quick. Kill me fast. Don't make me suffer. I'm good with that. I can move on to something else. So 3-2 there. We were up 0.8 units with that, and then we lost on the props about a half a unit, so we wound up like 0.3. So it wasn't a losing day, but it wasn't a winning day, but it was a winning day, but it was up because we were up about 1.8 units going into the day. So winning week, another one, that's great. So let's see if I think we're pretty much on pace here to have a winning month in October. We had a winning month in September. I think we're going to have a winning month in October if we keep it going here. So this is good. College football continues to be red hot. NFL football continues to be we're just slowly ticking up with NFL football, which is good, right? I mean, last week we had a great week. This week we had a winning week, so it's good. Prop bets are still going to be, they're coin flip bets. I don't like betting props, but we do it because, well, we have the prop bet cheat sheet on the BettingPros app and all that other fun stuff you guys can get by downloading the BettingPros app. Okay, so here's where we are today. 2 baseball games in 1 football game. I will be watching baseball. I don't really care much about the football game, to be honest, 49ers and the Vikings, but let's start with that. Teams that play 2 times on the road, back-to-back weeks, generally are bet against. The injuries for the 49ers are significant, and Brock Purdy looked like an average quarterback last week, and I wonder how he's going to deal with the fact that for the first time, somebody reminded him that he was the last pick in the whole entire draft. He looks really bad. We somehow got the under. Browns won the game last week, and now they're back on the road against the Vikings. Now, look, the Vikings are not a good football team. Okay, Kirk Cousins is not waving his no-trade clause. Justin Jefferson's not playing. I mean, it's not great right now, okay? But teams that play on back-to-back road games, generally speaking, they're a bet against. I bet 2 days ago, I took the 7 because I thought it might move. So I took the Vikings plus 7. The public got killed yesterday. The public, they're on the Niners, laying 7. It's too many points, but I don't trust the Vikings. So what I'm going to do officially, I bet this as well. You can take plus 7 if you want. That's fine, okay? You just say, Matt, I'm taking plus 7. I'm not going to play around with the total. But yesterday, I mean, the total went under yesterday. 31-17, got to 48. You can tease this total up to 49.5. I just don't think that number, I don't think either team is going to come close to scoring enough to get this number over 49.5. And maybe I'm dead wrong, and maybe you just want to take the Vikings plus 7, and that's it. But the Niners defense is still really good. This offense for the Niners is still very run heavy. And I don't really trust this Vikings offense, and it's Kirk Cousins in primetime. We know what Kirk Cousins does in primetime. He normally stinks, right? So I don't trust that plus 7 to be enough points. So I'm going to same game tease this. I'm going to give the Vikings 13 points, plus 13, and then I'm going to take the total from 43.5, and I'm going to go up to 49.5. Even last night's Sunday night football game between the Dolphins and the Eagles, that stayed under 49.5. 49.5 is a lot of points in the NFL. In today's crazy, no one scores, in particular in primetime NFL, 49.5 is a ton of points. Feel pretty good with the total. Need the Vikings to score. You can't just get crushed here. You can't lose the game like 20-3. That would stink. I hope to see some points out of the Vikings, but again, you can take plus 7, but officially, I like same game teasers, minus 120. DraftKings has this. Other books have it as well. Plus 13 Vikings, under 49.5. You must hit both bets for it to cash. Same game teaser here for us for Monday Night Football. Okay, to baseball we go. Early game number 1. Let's talk about what we're going to see out of what I think is the end of the National League Championship Series. Phillies are at home taking on the Diamondbacks. And look, I want the Diamondbacks to force a Game 7. It would be awesome. I just don't think Merrill Kelly is going to be able to do it. Aaron Nola is so darn good. This is a 2 o'clock Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time start. There will be shadow issues here. The sun will be out still when this game begins. So for the first couple of innings, not great. Merrill Kelly on the road so far here in the postseason has been pretty good, although last time out, 10-0 loss. Phillies hammered the bullpen, and they hammered him. 5 2/3, 4 earned runs, 3 home runs given up from Merrill Kelly. He got just torched in Game 2. Here we are in Game 6. And he started against the Dodgers. It's pretty good. 6 1/3, no earned runs, 3 hits given up. Against the Yankees on the road, he gave up 2 earned runs in 5. Against the Mets on the road, he gave up 7 earned runs in 5. Against the Cubs, 5 2/3 in 1 earned run. I am not expecting much out of Merrill Kelly, but I'm not really interested in laying minus 180 because the hook could be pretty fast here. If Kelly gets out there and he doesn't look like he has it, this is an elimination game. This is all hands on deck, okay? And when it comes to elimination games, I generally bet unders. It's just the way the managers are going to be. It's everyone and every single person. Now, the rules about facing 3 batters comes into play here, but I mean, Aaron Nola is just so darn difficult to touch and so tough to score on. He was so good in the last start against Arizona. He's given up 0 earned runs, 2 earned runs, and 0 earned runs so far here in the postseason. Just phenomenal. 10-0, 10-2, 7-1, the finals. Unfortunately, for my bet here, it's a little scary with the lineup for the Phillies. But because it's an elimination game and because of the start time, I don't think you're going to see Merrill Kelly go through the lineup more than maybe 1.5 times, 2 times max. So I'm going to play the under. Under 8. It could be a little sweaty. It could be a little dangerous. I know you just want to bet the Phillies and leave it alone. Go right ahead, but maybe Arizona can pull a rabbit out of the hat here and force a Game 7. If that happens, I think it's going to be an under. Kelly's going to have to be phenomenal, and Nola's going to be Nola, I think, on this. So 3-2 final, something along those lines. Under 8 at Arizona and Philadelphia, Game 6 of the National League Championship Series. And then we go to the nightcap. Max Scherzer is pitching for the Rangers. Mad Max did not look good in his first start in this series. Hadn't pitched in a really long time. Had been a month. 4 innings, 5 earned runs against these Astros. But he was at home. This is on the road, where the Astros do not hit. Their offense is anemic at home. 9-2 the final yesterday. The Rangers hit a grand slam. Garcia shut the whole damn place up. It was 4-2 and then a grand slam. It was 7-2 and they tacked it on. 9-2 the final. Rangers rout the Astros to force a Game 7. Here comes Max Scherzer. Will the Rangers be able to stay out of the bullpen? I don't know. That's my big concern, because the Rangers bullpen is an absolute roller coaster ride. We bet first 5 for a reason in that game. The problem, though, is Christian Javier is pitching for the Astros. If I was going to say, who do I want on the mound for the Astros to win this game, it's Christian Javier. Javier against Texas went 5 2/3, gave up 2 earned runs. Against the Twins, 5 innings, 1 hit, 0 earned runs. And this guy, historically speaking, in the playoffs is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, he's one of the best pitchers ever in the postseason in terms of what he's capable of doing and how he pitches. I don't know, some guys just really like the playoffs. Some guys like the postseason a ton. He has an ERA. In 2020, he had an ERA of 2.89, went 2-0. In 2021, he went 0-1 with a 3.38 ERA, but he only gave up 4 earned runs. In 2022, last year, he went 2-2 with a .71 ERA, 12 2/3 innings pitched. He only gave up 1 earned run. So far here in these playoffs, he's 2-0. Sorry, he went 2-0 last year in the playoffs. He's 2-0 this year. He's got a 1.69 ERA, 2 earned runs given up. So last year he appeared in 3 games. This year he's appeared in 2 games. That's 5 games. He's 4-0 with an ERA of basically 1.3, 1.35. Ridiculous. 0.55 last year for a whip, 0.94 this year. Give him the ball, get out of the way. It's Christian Javier's game. Let him go as far and as long as he can go. Don't know who wins the game. Being totally honest, I think it's a complete and utter coin flip. I lean towards the Rangers because the road team has won every game so far in this series, and the Astros can't win at home. But you play the whole year to host a Game 7 at home. And you have the best guy on the mound. You have the guy that you want pitching. Scherzer is a complete unknown. I think the only way to bet this is under 9.5. Under 9.5 and -110. Because Scherzer will get a quick hook. There's no way. Bochy won't let him go. If he's cracking at all, he's out. Now, that's not good because that Rangers bullpen is awesome. But they'll have Dunning, who's waiting in the wings. They'll have other relievers ready to go. I mean, they will piecemeal this whole thing together. They'll get starters up if they have to. It's a Game 7. There is no tomorrow. It's all hands on deck. For that reason, I like to play unders. Under 9.5 for 1.1 unit. Okay? 3 bets for us here on a Monday to start the week. Quick programming note. Tomorrow, if you don't like betting hockey, I gotta warn you. Tomorrow is Frozen Frenzy for the NHL. Have you heard about this yet? The NHL is starting a game every 15 minutes beginning at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and every single team in the league is playing tomorrow. Okay? Don't know how many units I'll have in play tomorrow, but it'll be a lot. 5, 6, I don't know. But this is awesome to do this. We've got hockey starting on the West Coast from 3 o'clock all the way to 11 p.m. You guys on the East Coast are going to get hockey starting at 6 p.m., going all the way to like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. This is phenomenal. ESPN's doing like a red zone thing with John Butchergrass. I think they're calling it Frozen Frenzy. But whip around, like looking in at all these different games. Every 15 minutes they're starting. So on Tuesday's podcast, it'll be all hockey, and it's going to be a lot of bets. I'm looking forward to do it. I've already started my prep. I'm going to spend most of the time when I'm watching these games on a Monday's night to go ahead and prep for Frozen Frenzy on Tuesday. I can't wait. It's going to be super fun. Okay? 3 bets for us here today. Same game teaser on Monday Night Football. Plus 13 for the Vikings. Also under 49.5 for 1.2 units. Under 8, 1.1 units for the Diamondbacks and the Phillies. Under 9.5 for the Astros and the Rangers for 1.1 units. All right, let's have a good Monday. Good start to the week. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt each and every morning. The Daily Juice Podcast being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.